What's going on, fellow survivors? How the hell are you guys doing? This is your boy Fireburn83 here with you guys after a very long break. We're going to be playing some Project Zomboid Build 41, The Last Ride. That's right. This is going to be the last time I'm going to be playing Build 41 until I go over to Build 42 with my buddies for the multiplayer, and we're going to be testing out some stuff over on that. I have a lot of mods on that I know they're not going to be on for Build 42 or around for Build 42. Mainly one of them being his Britas. We're all huge fans of Brita's weapons mod. And I know there's some mods out there for Britas that has a, for Build 42 that have like that Brita feeling, but I know that Britas is basically kind of fucked in Build 42 until it can actually get updated and whatnot. But yeah, this is going to be the last ride for Build 41. We're going to start off with the custom sandbox, and these are just the settings that I use for me and my buddies when we play, and I host the servers for it. We are going to start off at my favorite place, and that's going to be the Insta base. This is a mod base. This is right outside of Muldoon, and we are going to be doing it on normal survival settings. These are the same settings I use for my server. Zombie count's going to be normal. They're going to be urban focused, though. Starting month's going to be April. Water shop's going to be 1 year. Electricity start off is also going to be 1 year. House alarm is going to be rare. Frequency is house locking frequency. It should be sometimes. Food storage is going to be slow. Refrigeration expectedness is going to be high. Loot respawns every single month. It's going to be bright during the night. Fire is not going to spread, and it's going to be infinite gas. Nature-wise, going to be compost time is going to be a 1 week. Erosion is going to be -1, so that way there's no erosion. Helicopter is going to be never. I absolutely hate a helicopter meta event. I know there's mods out there that makes it better, but not for me. I do not like the meta event. I cannot begin to tell you how many times that I care to admit to that, as I call him, Steve, has killed me. I do not turn on the helicopter. The helicopter always stays off. Corpses, though, are going to be removed, auto-removed after 96 days. So you will be seeing me drop some stuff on some bodies, and then just not even bother with those bodies ever again because it's just gonna eventually get removed. So it's like, okay, I have a broken weapon I don't necessarily care for, or I cannot repair anymore at this moment in time. So we're just gonna put it on a body, and the body's gonna take just goodbye. Yeah. Anyways, loot rarity is gonna be normal across the board for everything else. We do all start with 30 free trade points, and we do start with a starting kit. No nutrition. I absolutely hate the nutrition game in this game. It is so easy to break and needs some reworking, but I am not a fan of nutrition at all whatsoever. Weapons will be able to do multi-hit. There will not be any melee movement disruptions. Rear vulnerability is going to be low. Same with the clothing degradation is going to be slow. And there will be no poisoning. I need to have the all known on start. I'm pretty sure we all know the maps by now when it comes to Project Zomboid. And some of the mods that come with the maps and whatnot, I have to have this on. And there will be some actual that I do not have access to, even with the minimap. Unfortunately, because the mods are just that old for some of the modded POIs that I have that they just don't show up on the maps. So vehicles is going to be ease of use, which means that all cars will be unlocked, and they will need keys to start, etc. But they will be unlocked, all cars, and you all will have their keys inside of them. We do not like to find keys or have to have the electricity to get the level required to hotwire a vehicle to start it up. So that being said, we're just gonna leave this on. I don't mind it myself, but I know my buddies necessarily like to be able to see if they see a vehicle they want said vehicle, they can grab said vehicle. And then the big one here, of course, is also going to be the zombies as to what we're going to have, and that is going to be normal, blood and saliva, fast shamblers. Not going to be the shamblers. They're going to be fast shamblers. And then memory is going to be poor. Short sight's going to be poor, but hearing is going to be normal. So they can hear quite a few distance away. and that will come very, very, very quickly in the beginning here once we actually get in. They can also do environmental attacks, so they can actually still destroy doors and stuff like that, even if they have not seen me. They cannot damage my construction stuff though that I build, but they are active at night, and they will actually be hunting at night. And they can also trigger house alarms, but they cannot drag down or fence lunge. I absolutely hate these two options. If I'm going to die, I don't want to be dragged down. I want to take as much out with me as I can, and I do not like the fence lunge at all. I know that fences, people can use them to cheese them. I don't really use the fence cheese. I do sometimes in a pinch, depending on where I'm at in the situation I'm in, but I do not abuse the fence cheese. So, and it will also never pretend to be dead. So, other than that, though, the only other big thing too is I do not have zombies respawns on, meaning that I will not be able to just sit in my base and call hordes and hordes of zombies over to me and just get my XP. No, I have to actually venture out from my base and go out further and further and further, depending on how many zombies I kill in set areas and stuff like that. So. Other than that, though, we are going to go with my usual loadout that I do. And again, I have 30 free trade points at the start. So I'm going to take my police officer. I'm going to be an alcoholic, conspicuous, high thirst, panic attack, and smoker. But I'm also going to have fast reader, amateur mechanic, breathing technique, which increases endurance recovery when not moving. Cat's eyes, dexterous, outdoorsman, strong back, which is increased carry weight. Depends on my strength level, of course. Relentless can recover endurance while swinging a weapon. Thick blood, wounds bleed less, of course, which is also really great. Cruel, most effective with weapons. Keen hearing for the eyes and the back of the head. Organized, which increases container and inventory capacity. Stout, and desensitized. Now, I know I have a mod on that will allow me to become desensitized without taking the actual trait, but it's like, anything else here that's on this doesn't really appeal to me. And I like to have desensitized right off the bat because I don't like to not do full damage. So I'll go with my usual character here, Mr. Hunter Hellkist. And we will, looks like good colors for the tank top and long slots. So yeah, we will get going. So the last ride, what does this consist of? This consists basically of playing until I die. That's it. It is a one life challenge. We will be having only one life. If we die, that's it. It's over. But the main goals of the ride till we die, or play till we die, the last ride, whatever you want to call it. My main goals are going to be get max stats, and then once we get max stats, the next goal is going to be survive 365 days or longer, depending. But we will go. This is going to be a very, very, very long playthrough. Upload times may be a week or more, depending on my free time, because your boy is expecting his first kid on the way. So I will be here. I'll be a dad here pretty soon in the coming months. Very, very soon, actually. So that's going to actually eat up a lot of my time. But I will try to keep this updated as much as I can. As you know, this is the first recording, so I'm going to be doing a couple recording batches here and there, to where I have multiple episodes I can upload weekly or bi-weekly, depending, or daily even, if I really want to go that route, or if I have the time frame for that route. So, but we'll let this load up, and then we'll get back with you guys momentarily. All right, now that it's actually loaded up, let us get started on the last ride. So I did have a recording before this that immediately right out the gate, once I stepped outside and actually started dealing with the zombies, I got bit instantly. I, of course, had to delete that recording right off the bat because it was one of those, I got bit. There's nothing I could do at that point. It was that was it. That was the last ride. Didn't even make it a day. I need to definitely go upstairs and turn that off immediately. I can hear that downstairs. There we go. Okay. I just want to make sure that was off, because I do not need to have things drawn into me right away. Not at all. Okay, so first couple things that we're going to be looking for here is going to be a backpack, of course. A better backpack. Hey, a belt right out the gate. That's good. That is actually very good. And a fanny pack. I will take said fanny pack until I can find something better. Denim jeans, we'll wear those bad boys, because they are better than my current pair of pants. I don't want that, but I will take the earbuds. All right, while we're upstairs here, we'll start upstairs. Normally I start downstairs, but we'll start upstairs. I'll check the books up here, see what we have, and see if I also happen to have a Walkman. Nope. I got another cassette. So we're not going to be staying actually in this base here long. We're going to use this base basically as a starting point. There is a base I want to actually do this playthrough out of, and it is not going to be this one this time around. Normally I would make this place my base. It's like right between a lot of good places, but there's another. Like I said, there's one that I really want to play around in that I usually don't get a chance to, because one of my buddies almost always goes there immediately, and it's like, dude. And I usually don't like to group with him sometimes. It really depends on my mood. Not that he's a bad player or anything like that, don't get me wrong. I'm very peculiar on how I like things. And the way that he does things, it just is like, I don't know, dude. Well, no Walkmans so far. Let's remove the book cover here, see what we're dealing with. Another working textbook. Well, another book that I don't necessarily need at this moment. We will, however, read some of these things and grab the pens and pencils. I need an eraser now, though, is what I need. Ah. Here is the Walkman. Nice. And then we will put the earbuds into the Walkman. There we go. And we'll just stick that back in our fanny pack. Decent books, but not the greatest. I've seen better come out of here. Still, it's a start of the library. All right, let's check the medical area. See if we can happen to find a better bag. Hey, there is one right here. Excuse me. We will move everything from here into here, and then we will move all of this into here. And then doctor bag. Oh, okay, so this can't actually be on my back. That is the wrong bag that I thought it was. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, what rock? Ooh, you have the good watch. No alarm on it, so we now know what time it is, and day, and temperature. Alright, let's check out the ye old weapon room and see what we're dealing with in here. Okay, so we got some BBs for the pump action BB gun. I'm hoping for an Uzi BB gun. Oh, that already has a drum mag on it. Yes, 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 yes. I am grabbing this right now. So I have my shotgun now. Now I just need my rifle and I need my handgun. It's 308. 9mm. It's a handlebar long slide, and it's basically tricked out except for the suppressor, which is pretty hard to come by, but also can be pretty easy depending. Nothing really worthwhile in the armory besides the shotgun. That thing is its weight, has its weight in gold. Nothing but MREs. More shotgun shells. I will gladly take those. I need to actually get a screwdriver before I can actually remove that. So let me grab a screwdriver. I know there's plenty of screwdrivers around here somewhere. Ooh, this is what I want. Yes, please. Equip that as secondary very fast so I can pull these out. And then this doctor bag can just go away. That is the wrong kind of bag that I thought it was. Grab the cassettes. Grab a ye old screwdriver. And then let us attach the canteens to the belt. This is going to give us a strapped canteen belt. Which is going to be hell of a lot better than a water bottle. Way better than a water bottle. We'll just stick that there, and then we are going to favorite these. Put the screwdriver away, and let us look. Well, first off, let's top off the old water. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so these will be great. Grab the small metal sheet. There's one of the there's an eraser that I need for my fanny pack. Handle is gonna be great as well. That's gonna be able to hold a lot of stuff. Let's see. That's a decent health crowbar. Not the greatest. Let's see if we can find better. I'm sure there is a crowbar around here in all of these shelves. A twine I'll grab. Popular magazine. Battery array, solar park. Recharged batteries. Yeah, that was definitely a good read. Definitely a good read. Attach that to the left side of my left belt. Ooh, auger. Very good find. I do have Hydrocraft Forever's on, so there is Hydrocraft in here that we'll be getting into, hopefully. Hopefully. It all hinges on if I get bitten or not. We'll wear these gloves for now, but I do want to change off of those. I don't like I like the black gloves versus the brown. Another auger. And there we go. There's a full condition crowbar. The bat will just stick in the backpack for now. Got a wheelbarrow. More storage. Another full condition crowbar. Toss that in the backpack. Now I'm just looking for some choice things. Very choice. Before we head outside. Okay, so we do have a toy wagon. That would be great for once I get the skill tapes. Backyard electronics. We're gonna take that, give that a read. I would open that gift, but don't have time right now. Don't care. Grab a saw. More metal bars. A blowtorch. I'm actually gonna go searching for one finally. We will favorite those metal bars. And I will favorite that blowtorch. Now I just gotta find the welding helmet, and I am good to go to start metalworking. I probably gonna have to go out and actually search for the actual welding helmet, because more than likely it's not going to be here. Usually never is. Usually never is here, unfortunately. Another crowbar. Garden pitchfork. That's going to be a very nice spear. Wood glue. Grab those out. Nitric acid. Driver's license. Empty IBC. It's always a good thing to good find. Roll for those. Ooh, solar panel parts. That's going to be great. As I can find the rest of the solar panel stuff, that is. Another full condition crowbar. And another full condition crowbar. Okay, not bad. Not a bad actual loot run on here. Not gonna lie. Not saying that we're leaving just yet, because we're not. We're going outside though. We're gonna check to see what vehicles we have outside here. Usually there's a ton. See what ones we got, if we got any good ones. Alright, that Mustang Shelby right there is actually going to be nice. I believe that's a Shelby. And this side usually bears the best fruit when it comes to vehicles. We will see if it's actually going to be kind this time to us or not. No, not really that kind. Okay. And now we get to play my favorite game of let's find how many vehicles have car alarms, because more than likely there will be a car alarm here. There usually is. One of these vehicles will have a car alarm. Oh, multiple. And it's a pain in the ass. And this is how I died last time. Well, I literally got bit, like, immediately out the gate. And I was like, okay, well, this one's dead. What's the condition of this thing? Let's actually move this back just a tad. So I don't want to touch that one if I don't have to. 88, just the hood's messed up a little bit that's all it is. Checking the police cars first, because these sometimes bear fruit when it comes to a backpack, because I do need a better backpack, like, right away. If I don't find one here, I know where I can find one fairly easily. And there it is. And there's the actual better gloves that want. You know, we'll leave those in there. Whoop. There we go. And then we will equip on back. Move these around. Put the school bag in. Put the work gloves in. And see what else we got in here. Is this a Benelli? I think it's a Benelli. No, it's a bottle. I'll grab this garbage bag for a fact, though. Twine, yes. Piece of tape. Okay, so there is a couple things that I will be also doing in this playthrough too. I do have access to a couple of very, I wouldn't call them cheaty mods, but they can be considered cheaty mods. One of them is called the Alice Pack mod. I've been using it since basically God knows how long. There's medium Alice packs and there's large Alice packs, and the large Alice pack can hold up to about 120 pounds of stuff. I'm going to try not to use that this playthrough, because I normally go to that one, and there's a mod on that I want to actually really play around with, and that's as Z Lite or something along those lines, where I can make like an Alice pack almost, not necessarily to the extent of like having 100 plus in the ways of carrying capacity and whatnot, but along those lines. So, but that is going to do it for this episode, guys. We're going to get into the next episode. We will start actually moving these cars around. I'm probably going to move the cars around off stream, the ones that I know don't have alarms. And from there, then we're going to go and we're going to start working on getting stuff a little organized here in the ways of vehicles, what's going to be throwaway cars, what vehicles I'm going to be using until I can get something better. And then we're going to be going out and doing some looting and killing. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe as usual, the usual YouTube crap. Don't bother me none either way. But I will see you guys in the next one, and you guys have yourself a good one, all right? Yeah, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.